I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning.
Elevation Nation Conversations. God, Body, Sean. Right. Elevation Nation Conversations. God, Body, Sean. I'm here. Elevation Nation Tribe. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, liking, sharing, subscribing. Stay in tune with me. We upping the value of the channel, and we continue to build and grow. I know one thing that I said, I didn't want this channel to be perceived as a relationship channel. You know, just a channel where we dissect relationship topics and things like that, because it's not. It's a topic based on a variety of topics. That's why it's called Elevation Nation Conversations. You know, we talk about money, we talk about business, we talk about careers, relationships, we talk about finance, fitness, spirituality. We pop shit. We just, you know, we talk shit. So it's everything all in one, but it's definitely not just a relationship channel. But I saw this clip with my girl KENDRA, and KENDRA was talking to this female. I guess she had her on the show. Wait, hold on a second. Let me see. I saw this KENDRA episode, and KENDRA has a dating show. She brings people on there. They want to date. They want to meet people. So they get on there. I think they interview them for a quick minute, and then they put the information out there in case people want to contact them. So this lady right here on the picture right here, she was on there before. So she's trying to meet her husband, but when she was on there, KENDRA was asking her questions, and the lady lied about a lot of questions about being married, about how many kids she had, and all type of things. And what happened was her husband contacted KENDRA, and he came on her show and he told the real deal. And KENDRA brought the lady back on her show so she can kind of clear the air up. And what I found funny and just hilarious was how the woman was caught in her lies, but she wanted to take no accountability for it. She didn't want to accept any responsibility for her getting on the camera or getting on the show and lying and just not telling the truth. She wanted to continue to deny it and keep running with the lie instead of just holding herself accountable and just moving on with the shit. And I found that funny because a lot of women do like to do that. Men too, but me dealing with women, I've noticed a lot of women don't like the accountability factor, or they don't like being held accountable or owning up to their shit. So I just wanted to go through the conversation a little bit and just see how funny and amazing this is that this woman is live on camera. She knows she's been caught in her shit, but she still don't want to own up to it, and she still want to save face and be prideful and look crazy, basically. So let's get to it and let's talk about it.
Veronica, I done met a man by the name of Rudy who said, hold on.
You and everybody else.
Hold on, Veronica, because I got to do you the way I did him. Is this your husband?
Soon to be ex, but yes, I know him. I do.
Is this your wife?
Legally, yes.
This is your wife. You guys aren't divorced.
No.
She said that she was divorced.
We have our first mediation April 4th.
So you are still legally married to him?
Unfortunately, yes.
So you lied to us?
I didn't lie to you. So here's the thing. I didn't know what there's no shade to you. I didn't know who you were. I'd never seen your show. It was the first time I ever joined your show. Somebody kept sending me the link.
Girl, that don't got nothing to do with a question of you.
I didn't know. This is what I'm saying is I didn't know your requirements to be on the show was like, oh, you.
But that don't matter anyway. So
okay.
Question,
Yes.
So first you want to say, oh, I didn't know the show. I didn't know who you were. I didn't know what you. But none of that matters about her telling the truth when KENDRA is asking her a question. So she don't see that factor. She don't see how relevant that is. That KENDRA is asking her a question, and what she was answering the question is she, instead of just telling the truth, she wanted to go all around the block, around the corner, up the street, and say, well, I didn't know this was your show. I didn't know that's what you do. Instead of just owning up to it.
Yes.
Yeah, so
yes.
you lied. Because the question was,
no,
are you
I'm
divorced?
divorced.
Hold on. Whether you knew me or not, it ain't about shade. Questions are questions.
What's up,
And the
Cocaine?
direct question was, are you divorced? You said,
Let's
hold
roll
on,
with
hold
it,
on.
sis.
Let me finish.
Okay, let's roll with
Let
it.
me
Yes,
finish,
correct.
Veronica. I'm going to let you respond, but I got to finish. We having grown women talk. Because
Are
you
we
want to
though?
start off lying again.
Are
Now
we
here's
though?
the
Are we?
response. Yes. I don't give a damn if you never heard of me. The question is simple. I asked you were you divorced, and then I asked you when you got divorced. Okay, have you ever been married?
Now, what's good and what's crazy is Kendra is throwing up receipts. So she rewinding the show and showing her like, look, no, you did this, you did this, you did this. I caught you. We ain't playing. And then that's good that Kendra checked her. Kendra was like, I don't care if you don't know who I was, but you came on this show lying, and that's one thing we ain't doing. And she couldn't save face about it. She had to, she had to own up to it or look crazy because Kendra got receipts.
I have, yes. Divorced.
When did you get to say again, honey?
I'm divorced.
Divorced. When did you get divorced?
Last June 2023.
So you said June. So that's why I said, do she think she's really divorced? So regardless of you met me from that day, the question was direct and clear. Are you divorced? When did you get divorced? The reason I asked the when is because people like yourself can be separated at times. So I asked the when. And then I think we brought it up 2 times. So you should just admit you lied.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. I wasn't completely clear about my divorce date, but yeah, in my mind,
So
I
you
was.
thought you were divorced. You think you're divorced.
So it just, instead of just leaving it at that, owning up to it, saying she lied or she whatever, she want to now make it even worse by saying, well, I didn't know my divorce state. I didn't know the state of my divorce. You do know when you go through divorce, you have to file paperwork. And there are deadlines, and there's mediation, and there's court dates, and things like that. So she knew full well what she was doing and what she was coming on camera not telling the truth. She didn't think that people were going to research it and pull up her background. That's what it was. She didn't think nobody was going to research and call her for her BS. That's what she was wrong at.
Absolutely. He's living with his ex-wife. He's living with his first wife. Like, you left here a year ago. And unfortunately, it's a technicality because in South Carolina, you have to be separated for a year before you can file for divorce. Now, we were going to falsify and file in Florida and say that, hey, he was going to file in Florida so we can have an immediate divorce. But because of other things on his part, he decided, no, I'm going to try to file in South Carolina, or we would have already been divorced. This is just a drag out thing, but we don't speak, we don't talk, we have no interaction, we are done. We have nothing to talk, we have no kids, we have no ties, we have nothing together. We are done completely. But yeah,
Let me ask you this.
That's fine.
Go ahead. No, what was you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say, but that's fine. I'll let you hold that. That's okay. Yeah, technically yes. I'm technically yes, still married.
So were you aware that you had a mediation in April?
Yes, I'm aware.
So then you knew when you talked to me that you were still married.
I literally just got the letter for the mediation in the mail.
So when you talked to me, but what I'm saying is, if you knew you had a mediation, you knew you were.
I didn't know that. I just got it today.
So you had no idea you had a mediation in April.
I just got it today.
Did you? Let me ask you this: when you talked to me, if a guy proposed to you, did you feel as though you could legally marry him?
Nobody would propose to me. Hence why I said I want to take my time.
I'm asking you, if a guy proposed to you, would you feel as though you were able to legally marry him?
Sure. I would say you just have to wait till after June. We can get married, but after June.
Well, you knew it. Veronica, you trying to answer around these questions, child.
I'm not answering you. Asking me. I'm answering the question.
No.
If somebody proposed.
So you're right. So therefore you knew that.
Kendra, they would already know, like, hey, listen, here's my situation. Here's what really happened. Here's the story. Here's what's gone on. If you're trying to propose, we can get married. But unfortunately, until after this date, June 18th of 2024, my court date we're not legally divorced until then.
Okay, Veronica, either way, why not just say you were separated when I asked you when you were divorced?
And this is one of the typical things that a lot of women like to do. They like to kind of argue a point that's not a logical or a valid point just for the sake of being disagreeable. Like, she know what she did, she know it wasn't correct, and instead of just letting it be that and moving on and letting it go, she want to continue to argue, want to try to prove a point. She want to be right when she's in a wrong situation, and none of it is making it any better. So that's the part that I don't understand. Like this woman, I think she's in her 50s or something. I think she lied about having the amount of kids she had. I think she has 3 kids, but she said she has 2, and then she tried to validate it and say, well, my oldest child is 19 and out of the house, so, and it's just blatant lying. So imagine if you get into a relationship with a woman like this. Imagine the shit that you're going to be going through and the road you're going to be going down. That's a headache. That is no peace. That's setting yourself up for disaster. It really is.
In my mind, we're divorced. We're divorced, and it's gonna all come out in the wash, because in case, I don't know if you didn't see all of the messages, but all of this there's been a plethora of women who've been commenting on your TikTok, your Instagram, and your YouTube about their relationships with him during our marriage, the relationships that they had with him during our marriage.
But here's the deal: he didn't come on my show.
There you go. She trying to throw blame off on him. She talking about what he did when they were separated or married or whatever and all that, but she's not realizing the fact that he didn't come on her show to get a date and get hooked up. You came on the show, so it wasn't up to him you to tell his story, him telling his truth and like that, because he didn't come on the show to find a date. You came on the show and you were supposed to tell the truth, and that's what you didn't do. And that's what Kendra is saying. Like, we ain't talking about that. We talking about what you did on my show. Oh, by the way, fair use. YouTube's fair use. Kendra G, fair use.
And all I care about is coming on my show. I can't listen. I don't know you, and I don't know Rudy.
That's right.
But the rule of my show, it's a very clear rule. If you're separated, wait till you're officially divorced, and you can come back
again.
On.
And like I said, I didn't know that.
So what he's doing and what y'all doing, that's really y'all business. But when you come on my show, you make it my business. Now, if he would have called me and I would have asked him if he's still married, and he would have said he's separated, I would say, well, we can't continue, because that's the rule. But let's go on. I want you to fact check some other things that he said. Do you have 3 children?
She said she had 2 kids. She has 3 kids. She has a daughter who's 26. She has a granddaughter who's 10. So that was inconsistent.
Do you have any children?
I do. I have 2 boys.
2 boys. How old are your boys, though? Huh?
17 and 10.
17 and 10. Are they both by the same man?
No, they're not. Here's the thing with a lot of that stuff. So, because it has now become a legal matter, because as you know, in the state of South Carolina.
So now she's trying to avoid the question and say, well, I can't answer it right now. We're going through a legal matter with the state of South Carolina, and here's the thing. And when all Kendra did was ask her, did you lie about having 3 kids? And you say you only had 2. And Kendra clearly showed the video when she said she only had 2 kids. That's crazy. And she's still trying to talk around the situation instead of just owning up to it and admitting it.
Libel and slander is punishable by misdemeanor fines. There can be civil ramifications.
Do you have 3 children, Veronica?
It is. I never said that I didn't. I have 3 children, and on my
I asked you how many kids you had. You said you had 2.
First of all, I don't. Children to me are they're children. I have an adult child who is not in my household. So when you say children, if a man is going to date me, he's going to date me and my 2 children. The 2 children I have in my home. I have a child who has lived in my house in 10 years. She's 27 years old. She's almost 30. That is an adult.
Like with women, I have to ask the most direct question to get an honest answer. So do I have to start saying how many children have come out, how many people have come out your body in order to get the real answer? Like, I have to really go that
or maybe
basic?
just in total. But when you're saying children, because if you're on a dating show and somebody's going to date you, they're going to date your children. I have an adult child. And she's not a secret. On my social media page, my grandchild and my child are both on my social media page, listed all throughout the page.
Let me ask you this.
So there was no denying about that.
How many people have come out of your body?
3.
So that's how I have to start asking women questions, obviously.
That's how you would like to phrase your question.
How many people have come out of your body in order to get the real number of how many people you birthed? That's really sad that I have to go that deep with a 43-year-old woman.
It's not sad. It's not sad. Now, do you want to have the conversation, or do you want? You didn't have this energy.
If you were 21, I would expect that.
So have the correct energy for me, because I didn't come at you wrong like that, Kendra. $1 million man, $1 million plan.
red flag number what, 4 or 5 or 6 she got. So now she got caught in her lies. Now she want to get defensive and start getting the attitude and trying to check Kendra on her show. Kendra is way more patient than me. I would have been told her, man, you don't get the fuck out of here and take that shit somewhere else. So now she want to get the defensive attitude. A lot of women do that. They get caught up in something, don't want to tell the truth, and then they'll get defensive and they'll try to flip it around on you or turn the situation into something that it was. Instead of just owning up to what she did in the beginning. And that would have solved it all.
But no, the reason the energy right now is
unnecessary. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. It really is. It's unnecessary.
Here's the deal, Veronica.
Somebody was allowed to come onto your platform and slander somebody.
We can't talk.
You're absolutely right. We can't. So go ahead. Go ahead. It's your platform.
Here's the deal. Whether you knew me or not, you call me. I don't know you if you never call me. Rule number 1, plain and simple. You decided to call me. Once you call me, you make your business our business, the cousin's business. Watching. Now, I'm just going to say, I had no idea that I had to ask a 43-year-old woman how many people came out of her body in order to get the real answer of how many people she birthed, because children, she's past that age. That to me, if you were 21, I would expect this dialogue. But to be a woman that's 1 year younger than me, that's kind of sad and pathetic, just being honest.
But that's your opinion. But I don't have, this is a grown woman. This is an adult who doesn't live in my home, who hasn't lived in my home in probably almost 10 years. She hasn't lived in my home. So when you say children, to me, that is a child. If somebody is going to interact with me, they're interacting with 2 children who are actually in my home. This is an adult who lives 5 states away. I don't consider that to be a child. I've never neglected her. She's very much a part of she's on my social media. Like, it's not like I'm negating the fact that I ever have had a child. So, and that's a technicality. Here's another thing. Oh, she lives here and not here. Hello. Nobody ever said, I might as well just drop the pin and gave my address. I'm in this area. You don't exactly say, hey, this is where I am. It's like somebody who lives in Hollywood. You don't know where Hollywood, Florida is. So you would say, oh, I'm in the Miami area. Oh, I'm in Miami. Because most people know that as a landmark. That's not a lie. For safety reasons, you don't say, especially when you live in a small town, oh, I live here. So some of these things were so petty, and the fact that you was just like followed up on them, it was just absurd to me. But again, slander and libel is a real thing, and in the state of South Carolina, it is considered a misdemeanor. It is, and I have to be cautious on what I say because the matter now is with my attorney. However, a lot of that stuff was false and incorrect, and there are women who have been trying to reach out to you who also have receipts and pictures and videos that are timestamped during the time of our marriage, who can attest to saying, hey, I already
addressed that. The bottom line is this. I don't know. You and Rudy called me. That's just the fact.
Right, but what did you address?
Hold on, let me finish. Let me respond to what.
She keep trying to throw the blame off on the man and what he was doing in their relationship or in their marriage, and that's not what the show is about. The show is not about the guy. The show is about what she did on Kendra's show by not telling the truth and being forthright and upcoming. So now, can you see why this woman is single and why she's looking for a man and the shit she doing? What man in their right mind would want to date and be with her and go through drama and shit like this? That's crazy to me. So she gonna go on and on and on with it and keep carrying it on. The delusion is crazy. It's real.
I'm not saying Rudy is this Prince Charming man, outrightfully so, but the point of the matter is Rudy did not call on my show and tell me that he was not married, and I proceeded. That's all that matters. Now, what y'all do in y'all life, that's your business. I'm not here to defend his character. He didn't try to call me to be a guest on my show. If you want to fact check, there's another. You're busy? Hello?
She needs to take them tight ass pants off. She ain't got nothing but belly fat showing. She look crazy with them pants on. So she definitely need to slow down. And then she said she never had surgery. I think the guy said something about she had surgery as well. But that's what. Wow.
Hello? We can't hear you.
Now she faking like they can't hear.
Oh, how about now?
I can hear you now.
Sorry,
I got some paid questions, but I'm not done yet. Do you want to respond to the fact whether or not you had surgery?
What in the world when she said she never had surgery. I'm like, what? Like, you had just had surgery when I met you. Like, we met in Haiti, and you had just had surgery in Dominican Republic. Like, how is it that you didn't? But the navel never lies. If you look at a person's navel, it won't lie. What?
Wait, I do remember that. She told us her body was real.
What? No.
Let's do the Kendra Cam, Veronica.
My mama on my social media, you can see her too. Miss Olivia was a hottie in her day too. So
I have to be very cautious about what I say because, again, it's at this point it's a legal matter because.
Well, you call me, girl. So what you call me for? I'm asking you questions, so you don't want to answer that.
So
because that was something.
Hold on.
Something you offered.
Dip on your chip, Kendra. Like, don't have that energy with me. Like, you didn't have that energy.
Well,
with
no, Veronica, I'm gonna have energy with you because I'm getting irritated because the fact of the matter is you called me. You called me lying. You called me lying. So if you.
Classic what she doing. Men, pay attention. Stop running around trying to get somebody got a fat ass and all of that. She is doing classic narcissistic traits. Over talking you while you trying to talk because you have a point that's valid and logical and she don't want to address it or answer it. That's exactly what she doing right now. She trying to overtalk him because he has a point that she don't want to address and validate. She was lying about the surgery. She got caught up with it, and she think that smiling and being cute is gonna get her up out of it. And now she keep telling Kendra don't have that energy, when she really the one with the energy because Kendra is catching in her BS and she don't want to own up to it. That's exactly what's happening.
If you don't expect this type of energy, I don't know what you would expect. You literally called and told lies on my show. This is a major show.
But did I tell the lies?
Yeah.
You're at this point you're calling me a liar and you don't know if I did.
Veronica, just two different Veronica. Are you a part of this interview? Are you a part of this interview?
Are you a part of it? Because it seems like this is the Kendra.
Okay, Veronica, listen, honey. I'm not gonna play these games with you. You just admitted to two lies in this interview.
How is that a lie? That is not a lie.
You admitted that you are married and you told us that you were divorced. That's a lie. That's not. What's going on here? Okay, that's an admission of lying.
Anything else is not a lie. Like, you don't just, like, when you come out on a public platform, for me to say, oh, I live here but not here. I live.
Okay, that's okay. We're not talking about that. I need to bring that up. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the basic where everything begins is you said you were divorced and you are legally married, and that is a lie. We can fact check the fact that you are legally married. You told a lie, Veronica.
That's fine. If that's what you want to roll with, that's okay. But so we're not.
It's not what I'm rolling with. It's just the facts of what it is.
It's the fact. That's fine. So we're not going to roll. We're not going to talk about any of the lies that Rudy told. Because Rudy came on here and just lied. And he was allowed to just talk openly for 20 minutes. And you never interrupted him. You never gave him this hostile energy. This man was allowed to come onto your platform, and say whatever he wanted to say. Libel, slander, was able to come on here and say whatever he wanted to say.
Well, like I said with Rudy, and I said it several times, I have to use allegedly because he said something about a video and he was ready to show the video. Now, I didn't allow him to show the video.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you for that.
I haven't spoken since July of last year, like no communication.
Well, that's when she sent me the video of her having a threesome with a chick going down on her and a dude in the background. What?
Right now, those are some tough allegations. I have to use the word allegedly because I don't know if that's a true. She sent you a video. No, you're not gonna. I'm gonna prohibit you from showing the video. Yeah. So I'm gonna prohibit you from showing the video. We won't do that. We won't do that. We won't do that. What? We won't do that. But do you want to right now say if that video exists?
The video exists, and it was after the fact, the date that we are legally separated. The paperwork that gives the date of the date that we are considered by the court legally separated, that video occurred after we were legally separated.
Okay. After. Now, have you ever had body surgery?
His indiscretions, I have to be cautious. I have to be cautious. Like I said, I can't say a whole lot because it's with my attorney, but there are several women who have tried to reach out to you who want to come on the platform and say,
well, they can. Well, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. You got to understand this. You could be in your emotions and you could be in your feelings.
I'm not.
But
That's the thing,
hold
'cause I'm
on.
not.
I'm trying to do the listen and talk back rule because we can't talk over each other. But the fact of the matter is, Rudy, again, and I said to him, I don't know him, I don't know you, it's y'all word against y'all. But the fact of the matter is, you just admitted that he is still legally your husband. And that's why he came on to expose the truth. Now I'm asking you this question 3 times. I'm gonna ask it again.
Okay,
Because you
so let me-
volunteered. You actually volunteered
Hold on
this.
one second.
Hold
I
on
wanna
one
before-
second.
go on for
Hold
that.
on one second, Veronica. Hold on one second. I never asked women if they had body surgery. First of all,
What
you
you-
are. Hold on, Veronica. Let me finish my statement. I never asked women if they had body surgery. You decided to volunteer that your body was natural. You got it from your mama.
I do want to answer this real quick though. This is, you could tell this is my natural body. Everybody's got something to say. Everything matches, and you could tell. And if you can go look at my social media, and you can tell I've been like this all my life.
So right now, have you ever had any type of surgery or lipo?
And again, I have to be cautious of what I say because this video has been downloaded and sent to my attorney, and I do have an attorney.
Why can't you answer that simple question though, Veronica?
Because I have to be cautious about what I say.
You have to be cautious of whether or not you had surgery.
I have to be cautious about what I say because again,
I know, but I'm just saying, why can't you? I mean, first of all, hold on, let me ask you.
We're going to stop it right there, brothers and ladies and gentlemen, Elevation Nation Tribe. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. Drop a comment in the comment section. I can't do too much of that. That's too much. That's too much bickering, over talking like hyenas. I can't do it. It hurts a man's ears after a while. But men, this is a cautionary tale. Especially talking to the brothers. Stop running around here worried about if she got a fat ass. And that be the only factor if you want to date or deal with her or marry her. Oh, she got a fat ass though. Oh, she got a fat ass. It ain't worth it. This woman done showed 5, 6 different red flags. She's a loud talker. She's over talking everybody. She's a liar. She's a cheater. She has an attitude and anger issues. She got red flags all over the place, and a lot of men would still deal with her, probably jumping in her DMs right now just because she got a fat ass. Drink water. But a lot of brothers would jump in her DMs right now just because of the simple fact that she got a fat ass, and that's all they looking at. Not thinking about their future, not thinking about their peace, not thinking about any of that in the midst of dealing with this woman. So, Elevation Nation Tribe, you know, like I said, we like to delve into conversations and situations and see what we can take from it, learn from it, apply it to our lives, and grow and develop from it and continue getting better. And what we can take from this is stop going off looks. Stop going off fat ass. If someone show you who they are and give you red flags, believe them. Walk away. Your peace is worth more than that. Don't deal with it. God Body Shine, I appreciate y'all for joining me on this one. We check with y'all on the next one. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. Drop a comment in the comment section. And I'll check y'all on the next one. Peace.
I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning.
Elevation Nation Conversations. God Body Shine.